Today in Madden 23, I attempt to build a perfect team that will go 20-0 and win the Super Bowl. The way I will build this team is quite simple. I will spin this wheel of NFL teams and pick a player from every position until the team is filled. Then throughout the regular season, every game this team plays and wins, I can steal a player from the opposing team. However, if this team loses a game, we will lose one of the best players on our team. And here we are once again with the wheel of NFL teams. I cannot go 20-0. It is impossible for me. I have tried so many different things, so many different combinations, but we're not going to waste any time. Hopefully, today is the day, the final episode of this series, and we're going to start it off with the Chargers. I'm going to go with Austin Eckler. And just because we get a team once does not mean we cannot get them again. So the Chargers are still on the board for those of you who are new here. And now we get the Seattle Seahawks. Give me DK Metcalf. Pretty good start. We got an elite running back, an elite wide receiver. What are we going to get next? Give me the Bengals, and I will take Joe Burrow right now. And he will lead us to the promised land. And we are getting Joe Burrow for this team. So far, so good. No bad teams we have gotten yet on this wheel. And as soon as I say that, are we going to get the Texans or are we going to get lucky and get the Titans? We are going to get the Titans. I got to go with Derrick Henry, even though we have Eckler. But a great offensive line and a great defense are going to go a long way. And we get the Dallas Cowboys. What do I want to do here? There's so many different possibilities I could do with Dallas. Their defense is good, but I'm going to go with their O-line for now. So we need a defense, a tight end, a receiver. And what do we got now? We got the Ravens, and that's perfect for tight end in Mark Andrews. So 2 more receivers and a defense. What is the best defense we are going to get? Is it the Ravens? Are they the best defense we can get? I got to check. So I just want to check in Madden about the Ravens defense. And they got Humphrey. They have Calais Campbell still in Madden 23. They have Marcus Peters, Roquan Smith. So I am going to go with that Ravens defense. So now we need 2 wide receivers to complete this team. And who is up next? The Browns. We will get Amari Cooper. This might be the best this team has ever looked during the wheel before we've added any other players. Can we get 1 stud wide receiver to add to this trio? And we are getting Justin Jefferson. I really love this team. And here is what this offense looks like all on one team. We have the abilities on the O-line with Tyron Smith and Zach Martin. Our offensive skill position players, very good. And then Joe Burrow at the quarterback spot. And the defense is very solid to start off with. We have 3 great players in Calais Campbell, Marlon Humphrey, and Roquan Smith, and even Marcus Williams. We're going to upgrade it even more though. Well, it's time to see how good this team actually is, and our defense got to stop on the Jets to start off the year to give us an instant red zone opportunity and a touchdown on the first play for Joe Burrow, and it's Amari Cooper who gets it. So 1 play on offense for this team, and we have a touchdown. So it looks like I made the right pick here with the defensive selection. Okay, never mind, as Breece Hall is going to pick up a good chunk of yards. But if we can start off with a dominant win, I will not be upset about that whatsoever. Pressure was coming, and Zach Wilson smartly actually gets out of the pocket and picks up 10. We got a good amount of abilities here. The defense is definitely what I want to address first when it comes to our upgrades. We cannot lose to the Jets though in week 1. 3rd and 5. Let's take down Breece Hall or let him pick up a first down. If Breece Hall did not get injured for the Jets, they were making the playoffs. No doubt about it in my mind. And that is a huge play by Marlon Humphrey to break that up. They had a first down if he caught it. And I'm liking the way this team is playing right now. The offense has put up 20 so far into the 3rd quarter. We're up 23-3. I would just like them to convert their touchdowns a little bit better inside the red zone. They keep settling for 3, letting the Jets back in this game. But the defense played pretty good. That was a well-rounded win, and we're only going to get better as the course of the season goes on. And the player we added from the Jets is defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. This schedule is tough though. We have the Dolphins next, the Patriots, and then the Bills, followed by the Bengals. I guess they don't have Joe Burrow anymore, but this is not easy. We did beat the Dolphins and the Patriots though to make us 3-0, and now we got the Bills and the Bengals. Even though we have 3 elite wide receivers on this team, no way I could pass up getting TYREEK on this team. And from the Patriots, we have an excellent addition of Matthew Judon to the team. This is a huge game of trying to go 20-0. We need to beat the Bills. And right now we are starting off super hot. The best start I could have asked for, up 17-0. They make it 17-7, but we are scoring nonstop, and our defense is playing excellent. Up 27-7 on the Buffalo Bills. 1 more quarter to go. We're up 13 points. The Bills are actually coming back. I think we have it though. Only 1:24 left. They have no more timeouts. 57-yard rushing touchdown for Derrick Henry. Okay, I guess, but that'll definitely seal the win. We knock off the Bills to go 4-0. And please welcome Von Miller to the team. Another defensive upgrade.
A few moments later.
And we lost to the Bengals. I cannot go 20-0. It is impossible. And with us losing a game, we must release our best player on our team, and that is 99 overall TYREEK. We did get back on track with 2 wins against the Giants and Browns, but I still can't believe that we lost to the Bengals. From the Giants, I added Andrew Thomas, who we're going to play at left guard. And when you can add a member of the 99 club, you do it. We added Myles Garrett from the Browns. And Tom Brady beat us. Are you kidding me? And as quickly as we got Myles Garrett on this team, he is gone, just like what happened to Tyreek Hill. We beat the Saints 52-35, have a bye week, rest up our team, then we get the Panthers, Jaguars, and Broncos. The player I added from the Saints to add to this Ravens team was Marshawn Lattimore. And we were able to win 3 straight by knocking off the Panthers, Jaguars, and Broncos. From the Panthers, I added safety Jeremy Chin to the team. From the Jaguars, we added left outside linebacker Josh Allen. And for the Denver Broncos, we added safety Justin Simmons. And with about 5 games to go in this season, this is an updated look at this offense. But it's obviously the defense that has mostly changed since the beginning of the year, becoming the best defense by far in the NFL, maybe ever. Now we're going to take a look at some of the stats for these players. Joe Burrow, super efficient this year. Not crazy jump off the page stats, but super efficient. 2,716 yards, 23 touchdowns, 3 picks. Now we take a look at the rushing totals here, and Derrick Henry's going crazy through 12 games. Over 1,100 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns, but they still are running read option plays nonstop with Joe Burrow on this team. They're still running the same playbook they would with Lamar Jackson. I wish Madden would change the playbook based on the quarterback they have, but they don't. So Joe Burrow has 645 yards on the ground and 8 touchdowns. That means our receivers are not going to have ridiculous receiving yard numbers, but they're still pretty good for all the rushing yards that we have. Amari, 824, 10 touchdowns. Jefferson, 784, 2 touchdowns. And Metcalf, 504 with 3. Andrews with 312 and 5. And Von Miller, only 12 games have been played at this point. He has 17 and a half sacks. That's ridiculous. We have 5 games remaining this year against the Steelers, Browns, Falcons, Steelers, Bengals. Can we win all 5 games on the way to the playoffs? We did beat the Steelers and we did beat the Browns with 3 games to go. From the Steelers, there's no surprise we were adding TJ Watt to this team. And from the Browns, I'm going to need help pronouncing his name, Joel Bitonio. He's a guard from the Browns. We added him from the Browns to the Ravens. Again, let me know in the comments down below if I mispronounced that. And we did win those final games against the Falcons, Steelers, and Bengals to go into the playoffs. From the Falcons, I went ahead and took Kyle Pitts. From the Pittsburgh Steelers, Minkah Fitzpatrick has been added. And the final player we are adding this year, we are combining Jefferson, Chase, and Burrow once again together. Joe Burrow's passing stats, extremely efficient, but again, don't jump out at you because he's probably running the ball for 1,000 yards. Derrick Henry ran for almost 1,600 yards, 19 touchdowns, offensive player of the year candidate, but Joe Burrow, 981 on the ground and 13 touchdowns. The receiving yardage leaders is a little messed up because some players we added mid-season, so these aren't all stats that happen on this team, but Jamar Chase had the most receiving yards out of any player that we added with 1,300 this year. Justin Jefferson, who we originally put on this team, had over 1,000, and Amari was super close. And Von Miller had 24 sacks this year. This is the offense going into the playoffs. I would say the only weak spot is our center. Then on defense, I don't think there's a weak spot anywhere. This team is stacked. And in the divisional round, we are hosting the 10-7 Raiders. We are 15-2. And since we have not watched some football in a while, we are going to jump in here with the first offensive drive of the entire playoffs. And Burrow's going deep. What's the flag? I have no idea. I think he was looking for Justin Jefferson, who's wearing the number 85 on this team. Is it roughing the passer? Personal foul. Think roughing the passer on the defense, so that play was a free play and we get 15 yards. Look at all the abilities on this team. X factors everywhere. Superstar abilities everywhere. This one's to Henry, who's a 1,600 yard rusher this season. Forgot how much he rushed for, but regardless, a lot of yards. Now we got Eckler in the backfield, and we're going to see Joe Burrow run the ball too. But Eckler gets it this time, bounces to the outside, and Austin Eckler, who didn't have great stats this year, could be a playoff performer. And we are closing in on the red zone right now, but it's a 3rd and 10 from the 33. Will we settle for 3, or do we get 7 here and continue the drive? Burrow wide open over the middle. I believe that is Amari Cooper for the catch of the 14. On 3rd and 4, Burrow's going to pass again, and he's picked off. Oh, Burrow, that is a mistake that cannot happen here in the playoffs. There's no way we're getting knocked down in the divisional round. Okay, it's 19-14. We need to stop and get the ball back. So they're going to do our own 2nd and 10. I think this is to Jacobs here. I'm not sure where his abilities are. I'm pretty sure Josh Jacobs is at least a superstar ability in this game, if not an X factor after the year he had. But for some reason, no ability in the backfield, but that's fine for this game. 3rd and 9. Someone pick off Carr. Someone sack Carr. Someone do something to him. Take it. Let's see if we can do it with 7 minutes remaining. Derrick Henry gets the call. Derrick Henry up the middle, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. We have to secure the touchdown here. Burrow is going to run the read option and wide open. He's a 1,000 yard rusher this year. But we're still down 2. We need this 2-point conversion. It's almost as important as the touchdown was, and that is a terrible Terrible call. Now we need to stop. Raiders. Okay, I don't know what happened, but we got the ball back and took the lead by 4 points. And now we're in the lead by... What happened at the end of this game? We won by 19. That was quite an interesting game. Now we're going to play the Bengals in the AFC Championship. And we're going to super sim this game. Right now, we're up 10-0, 17-0. If it gets close at some point, we will jump in. And I actually know Lamar Jackson's on this team. The Bengals signed him once we traded for Joe Burrow to this team. And we have shut out Lamar and the Bengals in the AFC Championship. 30-0. We'll see in the Super Bowl. And in the Super Bowl, it looks like the Eagles made it here anyway, whether it's in Madden or real life, we're facing Philadelphia. Like we did the AFC Championship. 30-0, I believe, and first play from scrimmage. That is awesome. Mark Andrews breaks 2 tackles and gets to the Eagles territory at the 41 of the first play. That is how you start a Super Bowl. Now this one goes to Eckler, and Austin Eckler with a move. We are breaking tackles down to the 24. And now we have a 2nd and 9 from the 23-yard line. Burrow, he had a wide open Amari Cooper and he missed him. We probably were getting down to the 5-yard line, if not in the end zone. And now we got to settle for 3. Eagles are trying to drive, but we're stalling them at midfield. We got the first touchdown of the game. Our defense is dominating right now. Eagles can't do anything. It's still 13-0, 21-0. How did we almost lose to the Raiders? How did we not go 20-0 and win the Super Bowl? I cannot stand Madden. We cannot go 20-0, but we go 18-2, and win the Super Bowl 31-7. But I guess I will settle for the Super Bowl championship right here. The perfect season did not happen, but Burrow hoists it for us, and we are Super Bowl champs. Super Bowl MVP to Joe Burrow, and he also wins NFL MVP. We get Coach of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, so a lot of awards for this team. That's gonna do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. In the comments down below, make sure to check out my other channels, and also make sure to follow me over on my social media. But I'll talk to you all in the next video. Peace.